Have I been talking this whole time with no audio? I'm so sad. The weather today is 50% sunny, 25% cloudy, and 25% rainy. I was just telling everyone how in LA that it's about a mix of sunny and cloudy, more cloudy, but as I'm speaking, it's turning more sunny. So hopefully we'll have a good day today. Relax, No Name. I saw that you are stuck on a project head occluder. If you ever want our help, be sure to leave it in our Discord channel under Ask a Question section with the hashtag Effect House Live, and we'll help you on that. Hello, Vivian. Hi, Sasha. Hi, Joe. Hello, Bruno. Uh, Joe says, Celine, blink if you want us to save you. I hope it's resolved. I see the mic going, so I hope it's resolved. Yes, now they can hear. Perfect. No problem at all. Today we are joined by my wonderful friend and a very talented product manager, Weston. Hi, Weston.
Hello. Thanks for having me today. I'm very excited to show off our eyebrow editor effect. Should we get started?
Yes, and as you saw from our TikTok video, I don't know how many of you guys saw the TikTok video of Weston announcing this live, but everybody really loved his vibe. And as you can see, he's a very energetic, happy person. So very excited to have him in the live with us.
Cool. Okay, we can get started. Can I see my screen?
Yes.
Cool. All right. So this is our new generative effects, which is a new feature in Effect House. It allows you to do crazy things like remove your eyebrows. You can see that I do have eyebrows in real life, but using generative effects, I can take them out. So generative effects have multiple use cases. You can do a hair eraser, you can do a smile, and even a pucker. Who knows what use cases you'll have for that?
Weston, so sorry to cut you off, but it seems like your screen sharing has ended, so maybe it's an internet issue. Give us 1 second, guys. In the meantime, I'll put up a new poll for today. Did you see the Effect House TikTok video featuring Weston? Intro. Perfect. Okay. Thank you, Weston. I think you are ready to proceed.
All right. Okay, hopefully you can see my screen now. But these are our new generative effects in TikTok Effect House. Many use cases I'm going to show you briefly. We have the eyebrow eraser, which is what we're going to go over today, hair eraser, and smile. I can talk while I have a smile on.
Weston, you have a naturally smiley face. I don't know if it's your
I'm
natural.
always smiling anyways. I always got my smile going on.
It's so weird to see you without eyebrows. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
It's so
and
good.
It looks pretty good too, right? But yes, today we're going to be taking a look at our eyebrow editor template as well as some other use cases we have. So I'll go over how this effect works, and then I'll answer any questions you have.
Weston, we're getting a lot of comments on the chat about, can Weston dye his eyebrows a neon color after this?
I don't need to, because look at this. I got an effect that does it for me, and it's a randomizer too, which is pretty awesome. So this effect goes through an animated texture sequence and goes through different eyebrows on my face. Now this uses a 3D face binding mesh with an animation sequence. Now, if we go ahead and we change this texture sequence to the other one, you can see I get this cool growing effect here. We have a lot of different textures here, but it should be easy to make your own effect and do what you want to do. So this is available for download on the Effect House learning resources, just right here, the animated eyebrows.zip on the Effect House website. I also want to show you the eyebrow editor template. So I'll go ahead and I'll open that. I'll say new from template, all, and I'll go to the eyebrow editor. And we'll launch that. This eyebrow template is available in Effect House. I'm going to give some more use cases that also use the user's eyebrows itself. So there's a lot of different assets here, but do not be overwhelmed. Do not be alarmed. I'll go through this whole thing. But it's very similar to the previous one, which is you see how when I move my head and I cover these. So we're using the 3D face where we can swap materials. So I'll go ahead and show you what that looks like here. So we provide all these different materials, including some cartoon eyebrows. But my favorite is the cool things you can do with the user's eyebrows. So I can make people have thin eyebrows. One of my favorites is raised eyebrows. You want someone to look surprised all the
Oh my
time.
gosh. Those
Yeah,
are way up there.
pretty up there. Yeah. Thick eyebrows. I already have pretty thick eyebrows, but these make it even more thick. And yeah, you can do all sorts of cool shapes, even carving shapes into the user's eyebrows. This could be
Very
cool for
cool.
makeup effect, perhaps. And yeah, slits. These are popular. This is a popular style. So now, if I'm wondering if I should do this to myself in real life, maybe I can take a look at this and see how I feel. And
Weston,
also
the thick eyebrows reminds me that you look like a Shiba dog.
Shiba dog. Thank
Yeah.
you. Okay.
Max in the comments says Weston's energy is unmatched.
Thank you. I love Effect House, and I love going live with you, so I can talk to the community. It's so much fun. But these are the generative effects that use eyebrow eraser generative effects. If you have any questions about any of that, I'm happy to answer that right now. And you can always take a look at our learning resources. We have a bunch of learning resources for every feature we add, and it's really nice to read this before jumping into a project to see what Effect House is capable of. And if you have any questions beyond what might be capable of Effect House or beyond learning resources, we have our TikTok Effect House Discord that I hope you all are in because it's a really, really great place to chat and help you make any effect that you can dream of. And we're always looking for feedback. So thank you very much. And yeah, if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. See which one I want here. I'll do stripes.
I love that.
Are there any questions in the chat or anything? Should I look?
I don't think there's any questions at the moment, so I think we can proceed with our tutorial.
Cool. So that was a brief overview of eyebrow effects. It's very easy if you wanna build your own. It's in the add menu. You can do face effects. Oh, excuse me. Oh, generative effects is a new category, and you can click right on the eyebrow eraser, and this will add an eyebrow eraser to your scene. Now you can do that. You can also change the generative effects on the right hand side with the generative effects panel right here. And then after that, I recommend you start with one of the templates that we provided with you. It's really easy to swap out materials if you're interested. So in this case here, I can add, I have a camera and I can add a 3D face. So I'll go ahead and I'll add a 3D face here.
Weston, Bruno's mentioning how your eyebrows with a bunch of slits look like eyebrow jail.
Yeah.
I do have a question for you. So if a person was supposed to create their own eyebrows and put it in the template that you showed us, how would they go about like replacing and creating?
Sure. Yeah, that's a really great question. So if you wanted to, I'm not an artist, so I cannot draw for you live, unfortunately. But if you did have an asset that you wanted to import, so you can see these, we have opacity textures here. So this bar right here, this is the eyebrow bar, and you can provide opacity textures that can overlay onto the user's eyebrow. So that's how these shape eyebrow effects are created. Now, if you want to do something like replace the eyebrows entirely, that's a little bit easier. So something like our cartoon eyebrows, those textures are just textures. So that's just overlaying that texture on your face, which is pretty easy to do. But all you have to do is you're going to import your texture. You can go add asset, import from computer, and you can import that texture. You can use one of the materials that we provided, or you can make your own material. and you just simply add that texture into the material properties. And you can even do some other stuff once you're done with that, like change the color in Engine. I'll go ahead and show you with the cartoon eyebrow. So say I just drew this cartoon eyebrow, now I can go in here and I can make it red. Maybe I can do a randomizer of which color is best for me. There's a lot of different use cases that you can do, but the two types are either you want to overlay something on the user's eyebrows or you want to replace the eyebrows entirely. Either way, the process is pretty simple, and we have a tutorial there. Oh, I think Effect House just quit on
That
me.
is actually one of our top ambassadors, and his name is Mark Wakefield. And this is his very famous eyebrows effect. So if anyone was looking for a super fun eyebrow randomizer effect, definitely go check out his effect.
Cool. Yep.
Also, regarding the new feature that Weston showed us about how you can change the colors, Weston, do you think you can maybe show a subgraph, maybe using sine waves, about how users can have like automatically changing color eyebrows?
Yeah, definitely. I have to
Yeah,
relaunch Effect House here. So if you want to hide my screen for a second, I can relaunch it.
sounds good. In the meantime, the chat can chat with me. I see Carol on the chat. Hello. I love your keyboard emoji. Wow, I'm very surprised that a lot of people have seen the TikTok video of Weston introducing the live. It's almost at 80%. Do you guys come because you saw the video, or did you already know about it and then you saw the TikTok video and then thought, oh my God, what a great reminder? Or wow, I love Weston's energy. I'm definitely going to tune in. Max already mentioned that we love Weston's energy, and I personally love his energy too. So definitely. Uh, Weston, are you ready? Look, can I change my screen back to you? Perfect. We're back in Effect House.
Okay, I want to make an effect where every time the user maybe they click the screen or maybe just over time, I don't know. We'll see how I feel that the eyebrow color changes here. So I've gone ahead and I opened this project again, which is just a template you can find in Effect House, and I'm looking at this cartoon eyebrow material here. I'm going to go to the albedo section and click color. I'm going to press set color. Now, if you want something to happen over time in Effect House, we have a node for that. So I'm going to right click and say add node. I'm going to type in transit by time. The transit by time node is really useful for stuff happening over a period of time, and I use it in almost all of my effects. See if I can make this visual scripting graph a little bit bigger. So we have the color here and we have the transit by time. I'm going to go ahead and set this transit by time to a color. So you can see I can go from, right now it's black, to some other color. So I'm going to go ahead and plug in my current color to my color value here. And I'm going to plug in stay to set. Now it's not doing anything yet because I haven't given it any command, any input. So I'm just going to do this on start of the effect. So right now it's black and it's going to black. So if I wanted it to go from black to red, for example, I refresh this and I have to input a duration as well. You can see now my eyebrows go from black to red over the course of 1 second. Now, if I want to go back and forth, I can select ping pong, and now I got some like angry person effect. I can combine.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, I can combine this with some other. I can do a hair eraser. I don't know. I mean, let imagination go wild. So that's how you get something to happen over time. Now, if you can really run wild here. So maybe I want to do. Maybe we can try I don't know if I've done this before. A random color. Maybe this will work. We can do it live. But if there's any question in the chat while I'm working on this, I'd love to answer.
Yeah. In the chat, Omar asked, could you tell us how to make the eyebrows audio reactive? So we can definitely do that right after he finishes this color changing.
Eyebrows audio reactive.
So for me, what I usually like to do is have the size of the eyebrow change based on how loud your music is playing.
Yeah.
But we can also maybe Weston knows a very cool, different kind of ways to make audio reactive. Maybe change the opacity based on how loud the music is playing.
Yeah, we can definitely do something like that. So you can get a TikTok music node here.
Honestly, I'm thinking this is a great idea if anyone's creating a effect to promote a music festival because
Mhm.
all the light shining and color changing and opacity and size and those are just the perfect for a rave.
For sure. We just had Coachella.
Brett has left a very funny comment in the chat. Brett says, I was looking for an eyebrow plucking tutorial and YouTube brought me here. Brett, you're so funny. Whoa.
Just experimenting around here. I don't know exactly the best way to do this, but I've created some strange effect here.
Yeah, I can definitely see the colors changing. I see yellow, I see black and white.
Mhm. Yeah, maybe if we add more time here, but yeah. So now you can see it's fading over time over the course of a few seconds. Um, yeah, there's a lot of unique stuff you can do. If you're ever curious about how to create a random color, you can combine three random nodes using one of our combine nodes, and then put that into a transit by time node, and then you can get some interesting. Even the eyebrows fading in and out if you do set up the opacity as well.
That's super cool, yeah. What are we basing off of? Are we using beat detection so it moves with the beat? That's perfect.
Yeah, I was thinking of beat detection. I don't know if I have an audio file on my computer right now, but I can sort of show this setup if you're interested. But the best way to build an effect is to play around with Effect House, take a look at our learning resources, and join us in the Effect House Discord if you have any questions. Um, yeah. I just want to like make the face bigger.
We're in hard visual scripting mode.
Mhm.
In the meantime, I want to know if any of you guys have tried the eyebrow removal template before. Let me start a new poll to see if have you ever worked with eyebrow removal template? Oh, also, please give me ideas for what I should create with a new eyebrow removal template because, right, I think after this live episode, I'm going to go in and I'm going to definitely try to create my own. I do definitely, based on Weston's tutorial, I want to make it change colors. Wow, it's half half. One person is yes, one person is no. Oh, okay. Now we're yes. Oh, a lot of people have tried the eyebrow removal template before. Very nice. I think what I want to do based off of all of the options that Weston has showed me is maybe carve out a specific shape. Maybe I'll make the Effect House eyebrow so everybody who's trying on can have the word Effect House engraved, like carved out of their brows. I think that would be so funny. Or like a Effect House logo. So we are repping. I think that's a great idea. But you guys are much more creative than me, and I already know that you guys are going to come up with so many fun effects. So I think after Weston experiments with the audio texture, we're going to go on to the cartoon eyebrow template, which is also available on our website. So if you guys are interested or want to try out the project for yourselves, I'll drop the link in the chat so you guys can go download it and use it.
So this is a general setup I would do for a different effect that would change your eyebrows depending on the beat of the music. I don't have a beat. I don't have any music on my computer right now. But if you wanted to make your own, this is definitely a good starting place. So we use the we use the audio resource controller with a speaker and beats detection, and then we can switch those beats depending on where we are with the music, and then you can change the color depending on the beat, the current beat.
Yeah, that's super cool. Oh, hello, GR Birkin-Rye. Uh, how to get Effect House. If you see right below this video, there's a button, actually, a link that takes you to the download page. It says download Effect House, so you can click it right there and download. I'm super glad that you're trying out Effect House. Welcome to the community.
Maybe you should join our Effect House Discord as well. We can chat.
Yeah, we have a lot of community managers, community managers, and people like Weston who are product managers in our Discord chat. So if you ever run into any problems or have questions, you can go there. And he's showing us the Effect House page, where you can go to see all of the cool learning resources and documentations. Thank you for joining. I'm very excited to have you here. Yeah. Thank you, Weston, for showing us how to make the thing audio reactive. Should we move on to the cartoon eyebrow effect?
Sure. We can go through that again. I'll go ahead and I'll open that effect. So this is available for download on the Effect House website. It's animated eyebrows here. These are the cartoon eyebrows. Now this is sort of an eyebrow randomizer if you're interested in making one of those. It uses eyebrows that are in an animated texture sequence to have different cool eyebrow effects. It's a very similar setup to the previous template where you can go to this texture sequence here and you can change it to another animated texture sequence, just this growing eyebrow effect. I like this one a lot. I think it suits me pretty well. And it's a very similar setup, except this is using a texture sequence. So when you import a texture sequence, you have to import as a texture sequence instead of just one image at a time from your computer. I'll try to make it so when I click, it stops. So we'll see which eyebrow effect I get. So I'll take a look at this eyebrow. All right. So now I'll get a reference to this animation sequence. I'll say get animation sequence. And I'll plug this component into this. And I'm going to press. And when I tap the screen, so I'll say screen tap, I want it to stop. That turned it off entirely. So I don't want it to stop. I want it to pause. So I'll do that again. And pause. That's mine. Suits me well. So if you want to make a cool randomizer, which I love randomizers, they're so cool. But you want to do it with eyebrows, this is a template for you then. If you want it to go faster, you can change the FPS so people don't know which one they're trying to get. Oh, there it is. But you can see how simple this is with just this simple visual scripting setup here. And are there
That
any
those are
questions?
going super fast.
And maybe I'm going to try to get at the very edge. Oh,
That could be
bad.
this could totally be a challenge. Somebody could create an
Totally.
effect that says, what percentage eyebrow can, oh, Brett mentions can't wait for wearables that will allow us to style our own AR eyebrows for anyone running TikTok in their glasses that look at us. I would do so much customization on the wearables. I would be running around with custom AR jewelry and custom eyebrows and bald generative effects. So everyone will see me bald. So one day in the future, that is amazing imagination. I love it. Weston, I do have a question, and I'm okay if you don't answer it because we are almost at time. But the animated textures are so fun. Is there any way to create a randomizer with animated textures?
Oh, you want to customize more animated textures? Yeah, but you can't. You would have to figure out a other system to do it because our animation sequence can only take single images. So if you want to do a randomizer inside of a randomizer, you might have to create a system where you can use animation sequences for each one of them, but you'd have to toggle the visibility on and off.
Mm.
Um, so I'll do a pseudo one just very quickly. So if I put both of these on at the same time, right? Um, it looks a little odd, but now if I want to do something where like these toggled on and off, right? So if I did this and then I did this and I disabled this one and I enabled the other one, so we could have some sort of switch statement using our switch node that would toggle in and out of both of those. So let's try that. If we have enough time, I can try making something like that. But that's not exactly easy with our animation sequence, but you can definitely do it. You can do anything here. You just have to be a little imaginative.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe one way to get around this is because the FPS is going super fast. You can't really see the animation going. So maybe instead of doing randomizer on the front part, we can choose which one we land on and then switch to the animated texture when it gets selected. So as you can see here, it shows you which one that we land on, and we can say if the eyebrow that we land on is green with sharp edges, play this animation sequence. So maybe that's another way to get around it that is relatively easier.
Yep.
Yeah, if we don't have any questions at the moment, I think this would be the end of our tutorial. Thank you everyone for coming, and as always, Weston, this was an amazing tutorial. Everyone loved your vibe, and
Thanks.
although you do have a cool eyebrow template, I want to see you with neon eyebrows one day.
Yeah, I'll consider it.
Yeah, yeah. So have a great rest of your day. I hope you guys create some awesome tutorials using this eyebrow template and the lesson that Weston gave. So have a great rest of your day, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Let's play some great ending music.